Is up, everybody? Star Wars Dad back for another video today. We're going to be taking a look at Grand Admiral Datavault, a deck that recently popped up in the sectional qualifier, where it finished 23rd. Before we get into today's video, please make sure to check out my Patreon, where we have over 100 deck lists at this point, and are building a great community with giveaways and all sorts of additional content. And please make sure to like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel to grow. And make sure to sign up for the 4,500 subscriber giveaway, where I'll be giving away 3 prestige foils to 3 lucky winners. So to get into today's video, I thought this list was really cool when I first got a chance to look at it, and just kind of benefiting off of Thrawn and seeing Thrawn finish at the top was really good to see. Like, we haven't seen any Admiral Thrawn, the new Admiral Thrawn, finish anywhere, even like small PQs. And I really liked the take that this player had on it. I love Cap Vanth in this deck. Cap Vanth is like an all-star in here, and it's especially like with the units that you're using. So you can, when it dies, you can search for 2 different units. So you're searching for, depending on what situation, but a lot of times you're searching for Onyx and Inferno 4 so that you can cycle through your deck with Inferno and then have a unit on board where you can gain 4 life the following turn. Sometimes you're getting Krennic so that you can cheat out when defeated units, depending on what your hand is. Desperate Commando is another really sweet card in here. It's a great turn 1 play. To be able to like double kill things is amazing when you're able to pull that off. Like, kill a 2-drop, and then when it dies, kill another 2-drop. That's a sweet feeling, just to wipe your opponent's board with a 2-powered unit. That can definitely happen in combination with Overwhelming Barrage as well. Let's see what else is really cool in here. The Chimera, just to be able to play all these when defeated effects, of course. Like, come in and gain life, come in and do -2/2 on something, come in and gain 6 life with Relief Runner, come in and draw 2 cards with Landing Shuttle, come in and find 2 units on Cap Vanth. So there's just some really cool synergies in this deck, and it's honestly, it's one of the more fun decks to play right now because of all the neat tricks you can do and kind of, the lines of play. I've really been enjoying the lines of play in this deck. I tweaked the list from the tournament a little bit. I just added in 3 top target. I took out some top end stuff like 1 Avenger and 1 Devastator, mainly just because we're playing best of 1 today. And then I added in the 3rd top target as the 61st card, which I think is totally fine because of your card draw is pretty strong in here with your Pershing and your Landing Shuttles and your Cobb Vanth being able to find you units. So 3 top target is just an additional way to deal with aggro decks, and it's, I find myself having 1 resource a lot in this deck, especially because of things like Krennic. So it's a nice card to just squeeze in to randomly gain 6 life when I need to. The Desperate Command, of course, is just really good at removing things on the ground. Obviously, you can do up to 4 damage, or you can remove 2 things. Removing 2 things is disgusting. Krennic just helps you get all these when defeated units out early. It's one of your best turn 1 plays as well, because then you can on turn 2 like play an Inferno 4 and an Onyx. So kind of put a lot of pressure on your opponent, because this deck can definitely play aggressively. As well as like Cobb Vanth helping your board to go wide for free, which is crazy. Dr. Pershing, of course, to help you draw cards, is good against like Quinlan control. Inferno 4 is great because you can cycle 4 cards when it's defeated, so that you can really dig through your deck. That's another reason why the 61 card thing is fine. Onyx, of course, for the life gain and just another early space presence. Cobb Vanth, like I said, is one of your MVPs. Just really is a game changer in this deck, and it's just a lot of fun. Being able to kind of take over the board because of a card like that. Landing Shuttle, of course, to draw those cards, which is nice, especially against like Quinlan and control decks, or just discard decks in general. And we do play against a discard deck today, but I didn't know it was a discard deck, and you'll kind of see in the video. The Laser Tech doesn't get to work where it actually gets to double up on the when defeated effect. It's really just doing the same thing, but it's still nice in here just to be able to ramp up into our bigger things alongside resupply. The 3 power, 3 takedown, 2 no glory, and I put 1 Rival's Fall. I did move 1 no glory to the sideboard. I just like having that 1 copy of Rival's Fall just in case I need it for leaders. Takedown usually covers it, especially because in this deck we are oftentimes attacking in with our units. And even Commando, for example, can get a lot of things into takedown range when it dies. So, takedown is really, really good in here. And that's why I'm playing 3. The 2 no glories, the 3rd copy's on the side. 3 barrage is, I typically am trying to use that on the 6 resource turn or later. Occasionally, if I have a Cobb Vanth that's still out there, I'll use it to get 5 damage, but most of the time, doing it for 4 damage with all those 2 powered units is not as effective, so I'm kind of saving that for the Admiral Thrawn flip turn, so I can at least do 6 damage with Admiral Thrawn, or like 6 damage or 7 damage with a Relief Runner or Chimera the turn afterwards. Traitorous is amazing in here. Of course, we're targeting, that's like one of our best weapons against aggro decks, to just target like upgraded space units or upgraded units that have dark sabers or any kind of upgrade. That's been amazing in this deck. It just kind of, again, with Cobb Vanth, and then you curve into Traitorous, like you're just completely taking over the board. Relief Runner, of course, is just a great way to gain a ton of life. Like it's a good body to just gain that subtle 2 life, which is important in this deck to find that card in a lot of matchups. And then its when defeated effect is amazing to gain 6 life whenever we need to. The Chimera, of course, is just so much fun in here because whatever we have on the board, we can go ahead and activate their when defeated effect twice. So we can draw 2 cards, get 2 units on the board with Cobb Vanth. That one feels amazing when you do that. Like when Cobb Vanth is still alive, and then you play Chimera and get 2 more units for free. That's just an amazing feeling. Another good one is to cycle for 4, gain that 4 life with Onyx as well, which happens a lot. We have a couple Maul as another form of leader removal. I think in the 23rd place list he played 3, but I substituted that 3rd copy for that Rival's Fall. And then your top end is going to be 2 Snoke, 2 Avenger, and 2 Devastator, and then a couple Laser Blasts if you need them. I think he had 3 Avenger, 3 Devastator, and that's where I added in the top target. I just felt like one thing that I could see struggling against is just like Sabine Datavault, because I think that's going to be everywhere now. So that's why I went for the additional life gain. But I mean, you could definitely argue that the 3rd Devastator is really good in that situation, or the 3rd Avenger. That deck also plays Crate Dragon, though, so I mean, that's just a tough matchup, I think. The 2 Annihilator is really good, and 2 Annihilator is just very, very strong, and that's kind of another thing I added in a second copy of that. So we're bringing that in against a lot of these mid-range and control, just to be able to remove big threats. Can't deal with the 12/12, so that's going to be a very effective card in a lot of matchups. The 2 Relentless, of course, are going to be for control, mid-range. 2 Fleet for just like space-heavy decks, and because it has the when defeated effect, you can play it on 6 resources with Krennic. Out and play 3 Palps Return to get all of our spaceships back, which is another reason why I cut the Avenger and the Devastator, just because we can just get those back, and I like to have a little bit of everything with Palps Return so that I can find what I'm looking for. And then the 3rd copy of No Glory. But this deck is a lot of fun. So definitely give it a shot if you haven't tried it out or haven't gotten a chance to see it. But I would say it's one of the most fun decks to play right now because you're really utilizing all these different abilities, these when defeated effects, and just taking advantage of them. You can play aggressively in this deck because of cards like Cobb Vanth and Krennic. Krennic, you can go wide. Cobb Vanth allows you to go wide as well. And then Traitorous, like you can really take over the board in some matchups. Other games, you're playing a lot of removal. You're kind of, trying to slow things down, and then trying to take over around 6, 7, 8. With combination of like Traitorous, Barrage, Chimera. The great thing about Cobb Vanth in here too is like it's great no matter when you get it. Like it's just being able to get free units is amazing with that card. And like I said, especially if you're using Chimera on top of Cobb Vanth, where it's still alive and you got to get those free units. That's just such a sweet combo play. But yeah, let's get into a few games so you can kind of see how this works and kind of see the different lines of play. I kind of just dove in and just started playing. I tested it a little bit on Force Table, but not like enough to say that I really had a good feel for the deck. So you kind of just see me going in blind and just kind of playing against matchups that I've never played against before and playing a deck that I've never played before and just kind of navigating my way through and just kind of the thinking processes of like, not when you're playing against an opponent that you don't know what they're doing. And, so maybe that's helpful for some people to see that. But yeah, let's get into a few games. All right. Good looking hand. Actually, kind of tough what to get rid of. Such a good looking hand. I think we want to just maximize our when defeated effects. So we're definitely going to play the units on turn 1 and turn 2. Um, Barrage is nice if we for Thrawn flip to do 6. But Boba comes out that same turn. I definitely want to have the removal. So I'm thinking we need to have the removal and the units. Cobb Vanth gets our board presence, keeps our board presence. Just kind of see what happens here. Okay, that was fine. Okay. Nope. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's a decent card, but I feel like we just... How much removal do we really want? I mean, that's also a ways off, so... Cool thing here is we can take the damage on Cobb Vanth and get 2 units. Oh, okay. All right, let's go Onyx and Onyx. I think we just want to gain as much life as possible here. Okay. A lot of triggers, right? What? Okay. Takedown is a card. Laser Blast is nice for later. I only play 2. We're at 4 here. Okay. Take 2 indirect, 3 indirects. Okay. It's a lot of damage. Okay. Just go here. So we can attack in. Don't have any upgrades. Let's go there first. He's only got 2 resources left. Okay. And we're just going to maximize our resources and pass. Laser tech. I don't think we need laser tech at this point. I think we just want removal against this deck. I do like the idea of it, but I don't want to let go of our removal. That's kind of where I'm at. One. Okay. Could let everything die here and gain 6 life. Instead of going to 12. I think we're okay though. I honestly do. So we're just gonna power. Well, yeah, we're gonna power before he gets a chance to do that. Okay. There's so many triggers, right? We just don't want him to have like surprise strike, right? And we don't want him to have spaceships. Alright. Okay, claimed initiative, okay. Yeah, having the double Onyx is pretty sweet. Could go Chronic. Again, do we want the laser tech? I think this time we'll keep laser tech. We'll go laser tech and dark side so we can get closer to Snoke and Avenger. Okay, so we're definitely gonna just kill here. Take the 3 and the 4 indirect damage, and then just heal it all. Yes. Sure. Okay. Saving the power for Boba, ideally. Really depends on what our opponent does. Okay, so we're just gonna get that out of here. Daring raid, okay, sure. Gain 2 life. Play laser tech. So if he plays any indirect damage, we can just let laser tech die. Deploy. Force choke, okay. Thanks for the card, I guess. This is a pretty solid hand. I don't know if we need 2 laser blasts, right? Rather have Cobb Vanth as another option to go wide. Okay. Yeah, that is fine. We will take that. Because Snoke here, he goes down to 2 damage that he's given us. Can no glory next turn, plus Cobb Vanth. Could have also done that actually. This turn. That's okay. Right, I think we're just gonna sit here at 8. Devastator is nice though. Maybe we'll just drop the Pershing. Try to get to a Devastator. Feeling like I should have done the no glory Cobb Vanth, but I'm kind of saving the no glory for his Devastator. Was the thinking there? He could get in for 5 here if he has like a surprise strike again. I like the idea of Pershing, but I also like the idea of playing Relief Runner and Cop Vanth here, so and getting to Devastator if we just draw into it. We're also at 18 damage now with Snoke out there, so First Order is cool. No, we're gonna take that to the base because we don't want to be in Force Choke range. Again, yeah, because it immediately died. All right, let's go Cobb Vanth. So now we can take any indirect damage to Cobb Vanth. All right, let's play this. Pass. Okay, we don't need to resource anything anymore. Yep, good game. Yeah, this deck's pretty sweet, man. I'm really enjoying it. Cobb Vanth has found its home. It feels so good in here. Uh, I like the play patterns in this deck. It's a lot of fun, just like kind of navigating your way against each opponent and kind of figuring out what's the best line of play. You know, get into the big stuff, of course, with Snoke and Avenger and Devastator and all that fun stuff. So another good one. Mulligan, definitely good looking hand. Imagine they're playing like Vader and Maul. Ramp isn't the worst thing here. Hmm. Now there's Cop Vanth. Kind of see what he does. Okay. We're definitely just going to wipe their board first. Nice. Let's go Vanth. Pass. Okay, I think we need 2 laser techs. He just resupplied, okay. We can do that too. What does he flip? 5? Is he a 3/6? Okay. Barrage is good. I don't think we need Onyx. He's a 3/6, okay. Attack him with laser tech. Flip to Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then Barrage for 6. Okay. Could also Chimera here, depending on what he does, and just like get 2 free units, which is disgusting. Okay. So we'll definitely take the 2 free units. Card draw's not bad to look for things. Pershing, Infernal 4, Onyx. Let's go that first. So we got one of those, and then I guess we're gonna have to go Krennic. Okay. So let's get this out. Set up the barrage. Confirm. 6/9. Let's play this. Can't see. Okay. I like Captain Enoch as well. Do we want another Cobb? It's definitely not a bad thing to have. We're gonna be at 7 resources next turn. The fact that this is a Traitors is crazy. Oh, we don't really want Traitors for that though. Um, yeah, let's just put this at the bottom. I think this is fine. Krennic. Okay. Let's just go ahead and kill this thing, just to kind of remove his board. Alright. We're in pretty good shape at the moment. Cobb Vanth was pretty awesome. I'm probably going to go Relief Runner, if not, no Glory. He probably has Maul or Vader here. Or Merciless Contest, okay. I mean, I'm okay with losing Krennic. We cannot Traitors. That is a cool card. He didn't ambush. We're just gonna take that down, right? Alright, a good game. Alright, no mulligan. Looks like we got some good removal. I have no idea what we're up against here. Probably like Chimera go and I hate to let resupply go. Just in case they're like not. Turn a friendly non-leader unit to its owner's hands, but not. Yeah, I don't think we're using resupply. I think this is a unit deck. We'll see though. Just waiting on our opponent Gamorrean Guard to resource their second card. Looks like they took a mulligan. Can I get the commando out there? Anakin. Okay. Well, we can definitely just kill Anakin. Probably just gonna go keep the relief runner in case we need to gain some life at some point. I would imagine they play Great Dragon in a deck like this, but I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, we're just gonna try to keep the board clear as long as we can and try to find our big stuff. Get to our Mauls, our Anakins, and our not Anakins, our Mauls, our Snokes, and Avengers and Devastators. Okay, I'm okay with that. That would have been a good resupply turn, I guess, right? What are you gonna do, man? Pershing is not bad, but all these cards just. I think if they pass, we're just gonna play laser tech. So all we've seen so far is an Anakin. So not a lot of information. Okay, well that's a card. So we're just gonna take down, right? Yeah. Saving the power for the leader. Alrighty. Not a lot we can do here except traitorous. Gonna hang on to the Snoke. I don't know how. The other thing is I don't know how good traitorous is gonna be. Okay, that is not. This is a discard deck. Okay. So Pershing would have been nice. Now we know. Uh, I mean, just discard Traitorous. At least this gives us the relief runner to play. So we definitely want to get some units on board so that we're not just sitting here losing our hand size. That's actually a really good card to find here, so that we can rebuild our hand. Spark would be bad. Spark or Rebellion if they're playing like Pillage and Spark and all these cards, because it seems like that's what might be happening here. Might just be like pure discard, which is cool. I mean, that makes sense for this type of leader. Could be playing some ambush unit. Oh, there would have been a nice traitorous. Um, all right, let's do this for now, just to maximize our resources, and then next turn we'll play the landing shuttle. That might be a mistake, but because pillage would be devastating right now. Matter of fact, and that's literally what just happened. Yeah, I totally should have done what I originally planned on doing, but that's okay. We're just gonna smack into this card. If he wants to trade, we can trade. I do not mind. Okay. Uh, yeah, I mean, we're kind of just at a disadvantage with our hand size with all the discard. Just 4 cards have been discarded from our hand now. Let's just get this card out there before we attack. I think we're just gonna kind of. It really depends. Um, our chances of hitting another Snoke are pretty low, so we're trying to get to Avenger, Devastator. So we probably need to resource at least till 8, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just kind of build our hand back up. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and remove this so that he cannot activate Plo Koon. And we're just getting a bunch of garbage. At least we can play both of these actually and get up to 10 really fast. It's actually not the worst thing yet. Yeah, so we're gonna play them both. Doesn't matter, I guess resupply doesn't matter at this point, but bait out another pillage, I guess. Yeah, that's totally fine. I am totally fine with that. Just go to his face. Okay. Definitely not the worst card to have in our hand. We just need to kind of stabilize, keep the board as empty as possible. Hope he doesn't keep finding this card. I think 8 is where we sit now. We just kind of sit on 8 until we find an Avenger. So we can hopefully rebuild our hand. Again, you're going in blind. It makes it a lot harder, right? When you don't know what you're playing against. He discarded a, yeah. So he discarded our super laser blast. Okay. Yeah, she's just. This is why had to get units on the board, right? So that we can actually apply pressure. Once we kind of saw what they were doing. Snoke would be pretty good to draw into. Avenger would be nice. Those are both good because Cobb Vanth can get us more units. We're at 16 now because Plo Koon is a 6-drop. So we're going to go ahead and play Cobb Vanth. Take 6. Most likely. Nine, okay, sure. Definitely on the defensive now. Okay, sure. Taking 2 damage to something, probably Krennic. Not really sure why he did that. Guess because it was just restoring every turn. I mean, that's cool. Just gonna kill his Plo Koon, get 2 units on the board, hopefully. And then hopefully draw into Avenger would be nice. Traitorous is very good. Pass. So we're gonna Traitorous first, so he can't discard it. Take 3, or he tries to play another unit, I don't know. Maybe play Surprise Strike again. We're gonna use Anakin as a definitely. I think we need life gain at this point, right? Yeah, because we aren't finding anymore. So let's do that, and then we'll do Inferno if we can do another one, right? There it is. Look at that. Hopefully it doesn't have Crate Dragon, or else then it's just good game. Because, I mean, we have no glory, actually, but still, we're going to take 5. Crate Dragon would definitely be the worst card he could have. Stinks we can't play both of those cards. Oh, then we can play them for free, I'm sorry. This definitely does feel like a Crate Dragon deck, though. Um, let's play Inferno. So what now? Oh, Cobb Vanth isn't. He just played another Plo Koon. I mean, at this point, we really need to get our big stuff. No. Okay. Hand size getting a little bigger. Play power here. And no glory, depending on what he does. Trying to stabilize. Okay, took our 3. So we're going to go power. I try to save Onyx for attack into something that it'll die into so that we can gain 4 life. Okay, let's go no glory. Okay, that is... So we can gain... I mean, either we kill it now. Yeah, just kill it. Unfortunately. Just because we don't want to let them get in for damage. Barrage is very good. And now they have no units on board, so that's nice. And we can barrage for 11. Or not 11, what am I talking about? 8. And also we can attack it with Onyx to gain 4 life because the unit won't be established as long as he doesn't have like a unit that immediately comes in active. Again, like a Cassian. Okay. We're definitely getting rid of Onyx. And he exhausted that, that's okay. We can also barrage or Onyx after we attack it to gain 4 life, which is a good idea. And is exactly what we're going to do. Nice. I'm going to hold on to the resupply at this point, just in case they continue to do more discard shenanigans. Top target's nice also. At this point, we could probably attack in face because we are stabilizing. This deck is pretty sweet. I like the lines of play. It's fun to play. So we can get up to 8 here. We didn't necessarily have to kill Onyx there. We could have had lethal, but okay. Go ahead and get in for 6 just to get closer to lethal. We can still overwhelm barrage the board if we need to. And gain some life. Okay, well that's a card. And that is gonna do it for this one, right? Yeah, if he has force throw, then we just... Yeah, so we're gonna barrage... Oops, under. Gonna top target. Then we're gonna barrage for 8. I could have done that before to have lethal. I am just tired. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, yawn. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. Did it not? The top target not work? Okay. Oh, there we go. We could do 4. Yeah, there we go. And pass. There's the stuff we've been waiting for. Found it. I mean, it was tough. That was a tough game. Like he was discarding our hand constantly. We just had to get that get some units on the board to start putting pressure. since our hand got eliminated constantly. Should have just created. Yeah, definitely. Great. For sure. Okay, I guess our. Okay. It's tough for me. With all the discard. Alright, now we have the Avenger. Not that we need to play that at this point. Good game, good game.